Well, certainly a surprising loss for the Ravens at home to Cincinnati. And you got to give the defense credit for the Cincinnati Bengals. They kept Lamar under 50%, and they got 5 sacks on him, got pressure on him all day. One of the good things we saw was the continued growth of Bateman in the offense, which obviously bodes well for Lamar, and then the counterbalance to go with Brown and Andrews. And you can see that in the game where he's able to take some basic plays and do some real things with it. The very first one, again, you're going to see this theme that we see all the time where they work this counter action, this play action, which is a major staple of the Ravens running game, is going to set everything up. And you can see the way the linebackers have to react to it. Just a simple little stop route and a flat by the receivers, Bateman sitting in the hole. Lamar does a nice job of working outside the inside, having to deal with an unblocked defensive end, gets the ball off, and then you can see the explosiveness of Bateman taking a 6 or 7 yard pass and turning it into a 20-yard gain. Now you're going to come back, and again, you're going to see the same thing. Play action fade. You see the pull, what the action does to the linebackers and safeties. They have to step up and account for it. Now, Bateman's on the top of the formation. He's going to cross the formation. At the bottom, the two receivers go vertical. This is a very simple route. You clear out, then you bring a receiver along at that 20 to 25 yard area. Lamar does a great job because of the linebackers having to step up. They can't quite get the right depth. He gets the ball in behind them, beautifully thrown ball, and an explosive play to Bateman. All right, now again, here we go again. You're going to see this G pull action and the way that it affects the secondary and the linebackers once they come out. Now, this is a little bit different than the last play, but it's basically the same concept. You're going to see Bateman in the slot at the top. Again, you're going to see this G pull, and now he crosses away from the two wide receivers. You've got Andrews underneath. So you've got the pulling action of the guard that holds the linebackers in the backside corner. Andrews going up and grabbing the attention of the corner, and you've got Bateman on an over route in behind it. So again, a variation of the theme, but the same elements: play action, pulling guard, crossing route underneath a couple verticals, and Bateman getting in behind it. Okay, and this next one, this is just backyard football. This is just doing something that very few quarterbacks can do. Lamar Jackson doing a great job. The receivers just go vertical and just kind of get open. Lamar does a good job scrambling. The thing that he does here is he keeps his vision down the field to the very last second. He could have easily pulled this down. The linebackers got some depth. He had some good running distance had he done that, but instead he kept his eyes down the field. He was able to find Marquise Brown, and again, they're kind of developing that relationship. Well, look, I'll just go to the open area in the middle of the field, and you find me, and he does, for a 18-yard gain. Big gain for them. And then this last one, this is just a thing of beauty. This is just a simple go route, but it's against quarters coverage. Now, what do I mean by quarters coverage? The bottom of the formation is Brown. You're going to see the corner level, like cover two, the safety over the top, but it's not cover two. He's even wider because it's quarter coverage. Brown does a great job of an inside move, freezing the safety, getting him to hold. You don't want him to come over the top, and then he goes vertical. Now, vertical routes like this are thrown or caught 90% of the time between 40 and 45 yards deep, 2 to 5 yards from the sideline. Lamar throws an absolute dime after Brown froze the safety. He got in behind it and threw the perfect pass into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, the Ravens have a much-needed bye, and they're going to need it to get ready for Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. Cousins has a lot of weapons with Dalvin Cook in the running game and out of the backfield, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson. They're going to have to get a lot more pressure on them than they did in Cincinnati, not give up the big plays like they did against Cincinnati. And they're coming into the heart of a schedule now where they can do some damage. So if they can get this win at home against Minnesota, then go on the road to Miami and Chicago before they get back in the division, that they can get the train back on the tracks here and be in pretty good shape.